And she's also has learned to dance, Kathak.
All
ex-army, but
Senior artist, Lina's husband.
पुरानी दिल्ली भेजना पड़ेगा, कान साफ करने वाला है वहाँ पे।
या मुझे अच्छा कर
एक मिनट Also Paramdeep sir, Arpana didi, आओ हम थोड़ा सा फॉर्मलाइज 5 मिनट का बस, क्योंकि सब एक दूसरे को जानते हैं। She wants 4 minutes, but it's as usual, sir. As usual, definitely. So, first of all, thank you all for coming on a day which is auspicious in multiple ways to many people. कई लोगों के लिए दिन बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है भाई बहन के संबंध को लेकर भी, and all of you have come and we are very happy. And first of all, I am very glad that the show is in Arpana Didi's gallery space.
My mother's.
And Ajit Kaur, as she would always tell me. So for me, it's very interesting. I mention her name and the mother has to come. So I said, मेरे मुँह से अच्छा उनके मुँह से अच्छा लगता है. So it's a fantastic space. And when we were planning this show for some time, Sonali was very, very clear about the space that she wanted to have this exhibition in. And the show is being planned with a lot of insight, and I have to be very proud of her as a curator, as a friend, for she really put her heart into this show. And just before this show, a month back, She had a very major show in the Arpana Caur Art Gallery in Mumbai, which was received very well in Mumbai. It was called Water of Life. And we were sitting and talking about the show that we have here, and that's why the show was titled Swarnadhara. I will speak more about it in quiet, but first we will do the formal part of it, which is to light the lamp. We have two very, very special people, and a third person who could not make it, Professor Niren Sen Gupta, who is the former principal, College of Art. Some of them have aged, but they are still amazing. They never say no to any of the endeavor where they feel the art is in the right place. And Paramjit sir is also a great example of that. And so Professor Niren Sen Gupta sends his greetings to Sonali, and she said in a very beautiful way, in a very Bengali way, if I could say, because I'm not a regional person. And he said, "Tera Ashirwad hamare saath hai." And that's very touching. And he will be visiting the gallery at some point of time during the week. And we should all hope that he is well and hearty. And we have Madhviji, needs no introduction. The Indian government, of course, talks about Padma Shris and Padma Vibhushans and many titles, but I have never been a fan of those. But I have always admired her work. I've been seeing her dance since my days in college at Delhi University in the 90s, and I've seen her daughters start dancing. It's been an amazing person who has inspired, if I could say, brilliant dancers of current time who are not afraid to put their neck out and also experiment without compromising on the amazing heritage that Indian dance brings to the forefront. So we will just formally request, I will request Sonali to light the lamp with the candle, and please give it to Madhviji and then to Arpana sir. And in absentia, also very, very special thing I want to mention, the exhibition is dedicated to her maternal grandmother, who has been a great inspiration to her, and that's why when you enter the gallery, her painting that her maternal grandmother did is also there. And also we want to very specially remember Sonali's mother. And also in this very special moment is a very special person who we wish could have been here with us, Sonali's wonderful mother, whom I just met 3 days back, and she's been very unwell, but she is here in spirit in more ways than one. What is that? Artist is, we all artists, writers, we all have friends and we have our own critiques. Sometimes we are our biggest critics. But Sonali has a remarkable ability that she is someone who will visit shows, invited or not invited. She would love to go and see new artists' work. And the fact that there are many batchmates of hers who are standing here is a great testimony to the character of what she is as a person. It's very important for artists to also realize, I always say, if you are a performing artist, you should be able to go and see exhibitions, enjoy visual arts, be able to read and follow, because all of them are very interconnected. And Sonali reads, and what is very fascinating, and we are going to make this an announcement because we have not sent this invite out. On the 20th of this month, we are going to be doing a curatorial walkthrough where I will do a detailed walk, and we will have a very interesting interaction with Sonali about methodologies and her inspirations and aspects. I'm going to do a very short 2-minute summing up on this whole thing. So Swarnadhara, as you can see, the Golden River, it's been celebrated 2,525 kilometers on the Indian side if you go by the map. And it's one of the most amazing rivers which is being celebrated in more ways than one. No river probably in the world is venerated like the Ganga is. Across caste, color, creed, religion, the Ganges lives in such form that people take a drop of Ganga and put it in any water body, they call it the Ganga. And it is that assimilation for Sonali personally. It's not just an artist sitting at home and looking at the Ganga. She is known to escape, if I can use the word, from the hustle and bustle of Delhi, almost every second month she would just decide that it's enough and she would go to the river. Just about, very few people know that the Ganga is called the Ganga only at Devriyag. Before that you have the Bhagirathi, the Mandakini and Telakanda. It's only at the confluence at Devriyag, which almost makes a map of India if you go there. And that's why this pyramid is very, very special, because there cannot be a Ganga without the Himalayas. And the pyramid in many ways signifies this. And this is again something that we were talking about, and I'm very proud to say that she was able to execute it in less than 3 weeks, So, and the stones that you see, which is looking right next to it, are actually the stones that she picked up on her travels. So, when you carry a stone, just like the rock when it falls, I was trying to read Khalil Gibran's idea of the sea. I wrote a small poem which is on that curatorial note. It's that when the river reaches the ocean, it trembles in fear. This is Gibran. When river reaches the ocean, it trembles in fear because afraid it will lose its identity. And then the river realizes that it is the ocean. And for many ways, that's what it is all about. Despite falling from the top, the jagged edges get smooth as the river moves through. The trials and tribulations of life that each one of us goes through is beautifully coming together, and it's always golden because that's what we remember it by. I am going to pause, which is a difficult job for me, and ask Madhviji to say a few words on the show. Sorry.
I'm no speaker. I only express through dance.
You can do that. More than happy.
I'm very happy to be here for dear Sonali's exhibition, because I've known her even before she was born. I knew her grandmother, and her mother I don't know if she can sing anymore, but she's a wonderful singer, very favorite student of my father, and that's why I'm so happy. And I wish her the very best for future.
Paramjit sir has been very supportive and also was a principal at College of Art, and I request Paramjit sir to say a few words.
About Sonali, I've been meeting her at many places, many exhibitions here and there. But I've seen few works here and there in exhibitions. But this is one exhibition which has been there combined of total one concept, and the number of works are there. It's good that you have got, anyway you're part of nature.
Yes.
You have been working and must have visited Himalaya.
A lot.
Yeah. And, that inspires, I think, everything. We will go there after, even any little alternative. Because we go from land and mountains inspire always, and the colors also. So you have taken, I think, a very appropriate time, and your silver and gold items the whole atmosphere here. So maybe that it is a golden reflection of the sun, rising time or setting time, what we discussed, reflecting that golden light. And I feel that it's a very pleasing and happy mood created here. One can enjoy very well that particular, as you said, the composition and color schemes also. That is what is most important for artists also sometimes, to express one's feeling. So continue work.
Thank you,
That
sir.
is what we can say. See you more and more every time.
Yes.
Best of luck for this exhibition.
I have a little something.
Yes, I will announce. Wait a minute. Work is another person whom I'm very, very fond of. If you can. Yes, that's why I'm not mentioning the kernel part of it. Because there is nothing kernel about him in that sense. He's one of the most mellifluous people in the city of Delhi. Again, super supportive of younger artists. And some of the finest works that you will see in terms of human emotion comes from his palette. Yes? What do you feel like? If nothing, just one of the Sanskrit.
He's a major.
Yes. And also remarkable scholar of Sanskrit. Yeah. Very, very remarkable. Can grapple of, yeah.
Well, my friends, all art lovers, artists, I don't know what to speak. He said some speak. But I tell one thing, that Sonali is more. Particularly, you can say these are more abstract kind of work, though some forms are there, realistic forms are also there, but you can say, realistic abstracts kind of a work, I don't know what you can term it. See, about abstract and realism, I'll tell two Sanskrit slokas from the old Sanskrit Silpa Shastra. See, there is one thing actually about the realistic work. They say, Sadrisham Dishrate Jatra Darpane Pratibimbavat Tat Chitram Iti Vikyatam Nalam Akara Matre. Sadrisham Dishrate Jatra Darpane Pratibimba. Darpan mein pratibimba. In the mirror actually, whatever you see, if you do exactly that kind of work, that is called, the realistic work and supposedly the famous work. That is the way, people used to take it. But parallelly another slope is also there about the abstract work. They believe that only the character of the things to be painted. So it is like this, Jangama Sthabara Jesanti Bhuvanatre Tat Sabhavatas Karanam Tesam Chitram Uchati. Whatever Jangam or Sthavar, Jangam is the movable. Sthavar means static. Whatever static and movable things are available in the entire universe. Bhuvanatra means the tiny bhuvan, Sarg, Marg, Patal. That means in the entire universe, whatever movable or static things are available. If you create the spirit of that actually, that is called Chitra. That means that he is talking about abstract things. See, like music, say.
Yes.
Music. The tune is actually, that is the abstract thing. But the song is probably not abstract, it is realistic. When you put it with the words, you fit into the thing. It is something like that. So Sonali is probably painting mostly the tune. So, well, she could get the spirit of the thing actually, Ganges, whatever she had painted. And my friend had already talked quite a lot about the whole thing, how you have evolved, this kind of paintings. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Before we formally say thank you to them, I would like to thank Arpana Didi particularly and the Arpana Academy of Arts and Literature for having us here and hosting us. Particularly very special mention to the staff, which has been amazingly accommodative and have been listening to whatever we've been saying. And it's always a challenge when we have an idea in mind, we are executing in someone else's space, the idea of where things could be nailed and what to paste. And we said we're not going to paste any titles because the whole show is Swarnadhara. There are many ways to say thank yous. Sonali and Madhviji go a long way back. When Sonali was a Odissi student and her disciple also. So one way to do a big thank you is that Sonali was wanting to give this beautiful painting to Madhviji. And that's why we didn't cover it. Usually people don't cover it.
Which color? Like this. I chose the right pattern.
And we have a very dear friend Shinjini, whom I request to bring the tokens of appreciation for Jitendra and Paramveer sir. Plants are very important and the Ganga is very important in context.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have a small tea and snacks outside. You're not supposed to bring tea and food inside, so we'll have to assemble outside the gallery space. But do enjoy the show. There is a visitor's book here. If anybody who does not know her and are here, there is a card box over there where you can leave your visiting card. And if you have any comments, you can put it on the visitor's book. Thank you all for coming on this interesting day. And the show is on till the 24th. On the 20th, we will be doing a curatorial walk and interaction with Sonali at 4 p.m. And you are all cordially invited. Please let the Romans also know that we are doing this so that anybody is welcome. Thank you so much. God bless. one more.
I think he's taking photograph.
Sham.
I'll wait for your call.
आइए